that, right?
Hello! Hi. My name is Elena. I have 3 poems to read today. The first one is called Oblivion. I just finished it this morning, so if it sounds like a work in progress, that's because it is. 93 million miles from the Earth, a little blue ball, like a blueberry that's gone moldy. A spot of dye on the tapestry of the universe. A teaspoon of ice cream melting towards the sun. A lost plastic bead in the giant foam pit of constellations. And yet you think your voice should be the loudest, the one we all ought to bow our ears to hear. You think the world can be divided into little boxes, labeled by color, size, numbers, shape. 93 million miles from the Earth, a floundering ant in a sweeping flash flood, a cookie crumb under the oven tray of eternity, a trembling whisper drowning in the orchestra, a smoldering flicker about to be consumed by the raging wall of fire you call the sun. And yet you think your law should be the strongest, the one we all should kneel before and solemnly swear to obey. Those unlike the rest you have separated into smaller boxes, labeled by danger, limits, weight, usefulness. 93 million miles from the Earth, a tiny smear on the painter's canvas, a clumsy stumble in the race of the century, a falling leaf in the hurricane gale of galaxies, a tiny nudge on the shoulder of a sleeping giant, now awake and hungry. And yet you think your cry should be the one that I heed, flying to your rescue, a savior for the helpless. Though I am alien to you, I am gifted a different box, labeled according to necessity, emergency, desperation. 93 million miles from the Earth, yet another planet that bolted the gate when I knocked on the door. Another people who thought they were the kings that I should serve. Another language that spoke only of themselves, until the day the sun began to fall, and then the curses turned to prayers. And you told the story of Icarus flying too close to the sun, and you warned me not to follow his path. So I fly straight into the sun, a wish to die on the largest star, for I would rather oblivion than cosmic loneliness.